Yes, good evening to everybody. Last class we discussed about conditional statements. Among that, we discussed if statement, if else statement. Okay. Now we are going to discuss about if elif statement in Python or cascading elif statement in Python. Let's see the syntax of elif statement in Python. If condition 1 statement or group of statements, elif condition 2 statement or group of statements, elif condition 3 statement or group of statements continued up to nth condition statements. So else part, else statements. Okay. After that statement X, the immediate statement that follows the if elif else structure. Now what is the execution process of elif statement in Python? The execution process starts from condition 1. It evaluates the condition 1. If the condition is true, the set of statements followed by the condition 1 will be executed. The remaining statements are ignored. Okay, when the remaining structure will be ignored when the condition 1 becomes true. Okay, then if it becomes true, the statements will be executed. Okay, so here this is a true, the statements will be executed. Then the remaining condition 2 to condition n and else part will be ignored. Okay, so remember, when the remaining structure will be ignored. If the condition is false, then the condition 2 will be evaluated. If condition 2 is a true, the statements executed here, the below the structure will be ignored. If again it becomes false, the condition 3 will be evaluated. Condition 3 is true, the statements will be executed here. So this process will continue up to condition n. Even here, the condition n becomes false, then the else part will be executed. When condition n becomes true, the statements are executed. If it becomes true, the else part will be ignored. Okay. If any condition 1 is true, the remaining part will be ignored. Condition 2 will be true, the remaining part will be ignored. Condition 3, the remaining part will be ignored. Okay. If any condition 1, condition 2 up to so on condition n will not satisfy, then the else part will be executed. After that, the execution followed by the if elif else structure statement. Okay. So I hope all of you understand this if elif else statement in Python or cascading elif statement in Python. Let's go for some examples by using elif else statement in Python. So here you can see this program. Now I want to find out the grade of the student. So whether we want to determine the student grade and total marks. So the grade is A, B, C or D or page. So we are giving grade A if its average is greater than 60 among 3 subjects, subject 1 and subject 2 and subject 3. We are reading the values for subject 1 into M1 and subject 2 into M2 and subject 3 into M3. The value is copied here. We are converting the string into integer, that value, integer value copied to M1. Suppose if I am not giving the integer, so the Python will assume the given input as a string, that entire input will be saved in M1. But here we are converting, we are using type conversion, that string is converted to int, that int value is converted into, saved into M1. Okay, similarly for M2, similarly for M3. After that, I am initializing total equal to 0, average equal to 0, and grade is empty. So here, if the marks less than 35 for M1, less than 35 for M2, or less than 35 for M3, if any student got less than 35 for either M1 or M2 or M3, then the student will be failed. So generally, each semester contains 5 subjects. Only I took, for understanding point of view, only 3 subjects. If you want, you can add M4 and M5. That's not a problem. Okay. So any subject less than 35, it goes to the fail. Okay. Else, otherwise, the M1 is greater than 35, M2 is greater than 35, or M3 is greater than 35. Then the else part will be executed. Here it finds the total M1 plus M2 plus M3, the total of 3 subjects, and we are finding the average. Average equal to total divided by 3. Average equal to total divided by 3. The average of the student will get here. So now again we are using here if-else statement to determine the grade of the student. Average is greater than or equal to 60, then the grade will be assigned for student is A. If he is greater than or equal to 50 and less than 60, then he will be assigned the grade B. If he is greater than 40 and less than 50, so then he will be assigned grade C. Otherwise, the grade is D. That means the value greater than 35 and less than 40, the grade will be D. Okay. So now we are printing the total marks of the student and grade of the student here. This is the format of output. So total marks, it is an integer. Student grade, it is in a string. So here we are using percentage sign D. That means the value will be printed in integer. Percentage sign S means the value will be printed in grade, either character or string. Okay. So let's go and execute this program, and you understand what is happening here by using if-else statement. So here I'm going to enter subject 1 marks, so that is 76, and subject 2 marks 56. Okay, and subject 3 I'm going to enter 23. So now he is failed because marks 3 less than 35, either marks 3 or marks 1 or marks 2, any value less than 35, then he will become failed. Again we will execute and we will see another output for this program. So I'm giving 55, 65, 95. Okay, in subject. And then the total marks is 215. So the student grade is A because he is having the average more than 65. Okay. Similarly, you can check for other marks also. And I will give another small example using if-else statement. If there is a, depending upon the number of words, we can determine it is a book or e-book or novel, or if it's more than novel, we can say that a big book, it is called as a Bible. So that means maximum information will be available in Bible. Okay. So here we have to write a program, words written. Depending upon the words written, we have to find out whether it is a Bible, novel, textbook, or article, or it is a length of the blog, or it is an email, or it is a comment. Okay. So now we are going to take the input. So enter the number of written words. You can enter how many number of words written in that book. So according to that input, we will get the output. Okay. If words are greater than or equal to 50,000, so I am more than 50,000 words, so I am defining it is a Bible. If it is less than 50,000 and greater than 40,000, so we are defining it is a novel. If it is a greater than 20,000 and less than 40,000, it is a textbook or ebook. It is a greater than 10,000 and less than 20,000, it is an article or published article or research article or any other article written about a person or something. Okay. L if words greater than 2,000 and less than 10,000, it is called length of the blog. So internet blog or chatbot story, anything. It is less than greater than or equal to 500 and less than 2,000. Just you can assume that it is an email. Else less than 500, whatever the number of words present less than 500, so then you can assume that it is a comment. Okay. So whenever we are giving the number of words, suppose here I am giving the number of words. Here I am giving 68,000. So that means it is greater than 50,000. It is a Bible. So whenever we are giving the words, the value is stored in words, and we are comparing that 68,000 with 50,000. So 68,000 is greater than 50,000. It is a true. So then if it is a true means this statement will be executed. It is a Bible. When it is a true, the remaining elif structure will be ignored. Okay. The remaining elif structure will be ignored. Okay. We will try for another example. Suppose I am giving 23,000 words in a written words. So here, so initially that converted to integer and moved to the words. So 23,000 words greater than 50,000. So 23,000 is smaller than 50,000. It becomes false. So that condition will come to here. So again it compares words greater than 40,000, that is 23,000, 40,000. 23,000 greater than 40,000. So again condition becomes false. So again here it will come for the condition 3. 23,000 greater than 20,000. So here the condition will be true. So it prints the message it is a textbook or ebook. So when this condition is true, the remaining conditions below that condition or below that statements are all ignored. So here you can see when you are giving 23,000, it is a textbook or ebook. Okay. So this message will be printed. When this condition will be true, the remaining structure will be ignored. So this is elif statement. Okay, once again we will check. We are giving the words, written words less than 500. Suppose I am giving 60 words. So it is a comment. If less than 60 words, so it follows the execution from condition 1, condition 2, condition 1 false, it reaches to the condition 2, condition